I'm here at EGX Rezzed with James Brown from the Lincoln School of Social Computing, and he has created an interesting project where he puts people inside a coffin and then forces a friend of theirs to try and find them. But this is all through an Oculus Rift virtual reality kind of game. So tell us why you started this project, James.
So originally, back in October, we started this project as part of a hackathon between the University of Nottingham and the University of Lincoln and some other academic partners. And it was to find a way of having an uncomfortable gaming experience. So it could be really horrible in terms of horrifying you, it could be really claustrophobic. And so we thought, what's more claustrophobic than a coffin? And so the original idea was you just wore an Oculus Rift, you saw a virtual coffin, and there was a little surprise like a spider might spring out on you, or a ghost might appear, and that was it. All you did was get scared a little bit, and then you got out. So we've now evolved it.
Okay, so you've developed it into one player has an Xbox controller, is walking through this whole like cathedral crypt trying to find the other person. How did it evolve to that stage?
I was trying to find a way of making it more like a game, because if you've got a player in a coffin, there's no real interactability. You could have a 360 controller, but that's not very realistic, is it? Yeah. You can't have a Kinect in there, you can't have a PlayStation Move because you'd hit things. There's no way of interacting, so you could interact with someone else outside. So use voice and make them do the gameplay while you kind of experiencing the coffin.
Okay. What are you hoping to do next with this project?
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of ways it could be improved. It is free alpha, it's only been a month or two in development, and it's just me. So yeah, the graphics, in terms of the graphics, we want to make it so it feels like you're there. So that's the first Oculus Rift, the DK1 that we're using there. So we're going to upgrade that so you can actually see where you are instead of it being a blur of pixels, as well as trying to optimize the size of the coffin, the virtual coffin, because as you said, you thought it was a bit too big. And the normal coffin's actually, you can hardly move. So we want to try and optimize that as best we can, and also add hopefully some interactivity in the coffin, because at the moment all you're doing is talking. It'd be nice if there was something in there, and we're thinking of maybe physical buttons inside the coffin, some way of touching the coffin, feeling where you are, and activating certain switches that might be hidden in there.
Projects. I think sort of live interactive augmented reality games like this are going to expand in the future. Is that an avenue you might move towards?
Yeah, definitely. I think this kind of thing is brilliant for events and whatnot, for proving a kind of proof of concept for virtual reality. But moving, standing up and moving around virtual reality isn't there at the moment. But lying down in a coffin virtual reality, maybe that's there. And yeah, a few improvements like more threat, audio, noises like your heart beating faster. At the moment, all we've got is black vignettes, kind of closing in on your eyes, and maybe more physical things like raising the temperature with a fan going through the coffin, things like that.
I think that'd be really good, James. I look forward to seeing how this progresses. I'd love to see it as like an evening out, like Friday night. You can go with your friends and put someone in a coffin, and you have to play like a Saw, like escape from the room game to try and save the person. I think it could really go somewhere. I think it'd be a fun thing. So best of luck, James.
Thank you very much.
And thank you very much for taking the time to interview with me.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, James.